Okay, found another nice reference. This one is interesting because there is no head. Let's see how I go about that. Well, uh, his torso, his trunk is quite clear. There's this um, line for the width, and basically in pretty much a vertical. We're coming forward, so the whole torso can be regarded as this kind of tube. You guys know me by now, I love tubes. I love the simplicity of them in navigating through a complicated pose. So tube for the arm, and I'll find the buttocks over here, other arm pretty much coming forward and then dropping down and moving away in space again. Here we have one buttocks, two buttocks, and we can see the genitals underneath, in between. Uh, let's not get too fuzzy and find just a very gestural sense of the leg and the other leg, or the lower leg, being pushed this way. I'm thinking I should probably get more of the V shape in and show a little bit more of the back being squished together. Yeah, that's a little bit better. And then the other leg. Maybe change the position of the lower leg just a bit. It was more like this. Yeah, I think I'll change it to this direction, kind of implying a bit more movement. And well, I'll keep it fairly straight, fairly unforeshortened, something like that. And I'm looking for the underside of the feet and the toes. The other foot is positioned quite weirdly, but doing something like that. Little toe right here, big toe swooping out like that. Pooh. I can once again look for some fun exaggeration of shapes and muscles if I want to. Make his bum stick out. And also these muscles here. I haven't spent too much attention on the hands. I should maybe look for that. And the other hand over here. Well, this arm is extremely, well, extremely strongly foreshortened elbow joint, and then the upper arm is bent, and we kind of see the plaquette for the palm of the hand like this, fingers spread out, the mass of the thumb sticking out here. Well, the pinky is over here, index finger over here, and we can very quickly, with a sense of gesture, fill up the gap in between with the two remaining fingers. Definitely a little bit sloppy. Maybe the hand is too big as well, but I'll work with it for now. Clean it up in a bit and see whether things are as horrible as I suspect they are. So we see a little bit of the what is it called, the pectoral over here. I'll kind of exaggerate all the shapes. The spine is very strong. Visual cue now, and the line for the buttocks as well. And I'll definitely show all these muscles very exaggerated. And I'm really having so much fun with this kind of stylization and exaggeration. I shouldn't forget the basics and show clear form, but it is fun to just push the boundaries of what's acceptable. There we go. We get a weird little figure sketch. Let's look for some more cues for the musculature. It's difficult, I think. I should add a bit of mass for the calves here, and it looks very weird. This leg is coming out more, so it's turned more sideways, perhaps even more like this. Yeah, that looks better. To then have this lower leg recede into space a bit more. And let's give an indication of the plane change here and show the rest of the muscles on the lower leg and how they move away from us in space. Wrist joint elbow. There we go. Well, not taking too much care with this tricep muscle. I should, but okay. Whee! There we go. That is a weird little figure. I'm hoping that the lack or the missing of the head will not feel too awkward, that the whole gesture and proportions clarify where the head is enough. It's relatively challenging, if you ask me, to draw a figure without a head and still have it make sense. So I'm hoping I manage to do that. I guess this is one of those moments where you say, oh, let me know in the comments, blah blah blah. Unfortunately, there's not many comments at all. So joke's on me. That's okay. Not doing this for any comments. Mainly just to kind of share my way of working and give some purpose to these free sketches, which otherwise are just done by myself, by my lonesome, without probably ever seeing the light of day. Yeah, this pencil is getting quite blunt, so I also have this sandpaper, and it can help to sharpen it. You have special sharpeners for these as well. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Careful to get rid of the dust. Give me just a sec. Wait, I'll pause the recording. So, with a bit more sharpness, I can come in and, you know what, maybe I'll obscure the genital bit a bit here. Maybe once again make him wear some briefs. I'll get rid of these lines and just make this pretty much straight. And show the trunks here. Now I can get rid of much of this, well, awkward detail, I'll call it. Show a little bit of creases and folds. And I'll just hatch in some value. There we go. It's one thing I like about this pencil, the ability to come in with quite some crisp dark lines, but also use broad strokes to either fill in an area quite quickly or have a kind of a soft, broad sketching lines. You know what? I think I'll call this one pretty much done. Some indication of the musculature on the leg here, but I think this will be fine for now. There's a lot going on in the back here, but the overall gesture or gist is clear and nicely exaggerated as well. Maybe I can give him a kind of a tail. Whoop. He's kind of a cat man. Kind of a hole here in his trunks to make his tail come out. Why not? Okay, well, that was fun. So, about, well, 17 minutes in, I'll call it quits for this one. And thank you for watching again. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Cheers.